Hi, everyone, and welcome to KREM 2 News at noon. We'll get to our top local headlines in just a moment. But first, we want to take a moment and listen live to President Biden leading a press conference right now, speaking specifically on the COVID-19 response.
We will make sure that scientists and public health experts will speak directly to you. That's why you're going to be hearing a lot more from Dr. Fauci again, not from the president, but from the real, genuine experts and scientists. We're going to make sure they work free from political interference and that they make decisions strictly based on science and health care alone, science and health alone, not what the political consequences are. The Vice President Harris and I and our entire administration will always be honest and transparent with you about both the good news and the bad. We will level with you when we make a mistake. We'll straight up say what happened. And I said at the outset, the honest truth is we're still in a dark winter of this pandemic. It's going to get worse before it gets better. It's going to take many months to get where we need to be. Progress from our plan will take time to measure as people getting infected today, they don't show up as case counts for weeks. And those who perish from this disease die weeks after their exposure. Despite the best intentions, we're going to face setbacks, which I will always explain to you. But I also know we can do this if we come together. That's why, ultimately, our plan is based on unity and all of us acting as one nation. It requires families and neighbors looking out for one another, healthcare providers, and business and civic and religious and civil rights organizations, and unions, all relying together on a common purpose with urgency and purpose and resolve. It requires reasserting our global leadership, which is why I took an action yesterday for the United States to rejoin the World Health Organization and to reestablish our global pandemic office in the National Security Council. It requires Congress coming together to provide the necessary funding in the COVID relief package and the American Rescue Plan that I will soon be sending to the Congress. I know these bold, practical steps will not come cheaply, but failing to do so will cost us so much more dearly. I look forward to working with members of both parties in the Congress. We're in a national emergency, and it's time we treat it like one, together with a national plan as the United States of America. As I said yesterday in my inaugural address, there are moments in history when more is asked of a particular generation, more is asked of us as Americans than other times. We are in that moment now. History is going to measure whether we're up to the task. I believe we are. The American people have given so much already, but I believe they're ready to set big goals and pursue them with courage, conviction, and honesty, because the health of the nation is literally at stake. It's not hyperbole. I'm convinced the American people are ready as well to spare no effort, no expense to get this done. What could be more important? The more people we vaccinate and the faster we do it, the sooner we can put this pandemic behind us, and the sooner we can build our economy back and build it back better and get back to our lives and to our loved ones. We can do this. We can do this if we stand together as fellow Americans as the United States of America. So God bless those lost souls in this pandemic and their families, all they left behind. May God bless all of you on the front lines who define the best of who we are as Americans. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to go over to this desk and sign these executive actions. But again, this is the plan. This is the plan. You can go online and get it. I know it's a lot of heavy reading, but it's all laid out in stark detail here. Thank you.
Drop the super.
This executive order I'm signing is strengthening the supply chain. This next one is keeping workers safe. How to do that. This next one is ensuring equitable response. I guess I should take this out this way. The pens are going to pop on me. Can you give me a hand here? There you go. This next one is what I referenced about traveling in America. This is the promoting safe travel. This next one is setting up the pandemic testing board. Thank you. This next one is studying the Safe Schools Initiative. This next one is dictating the COVID data that has to be maintained and recorded. Next one is making sure that the National Guard and FEMA support is available. This next one relates to expanding access to care and treatment for COVID-19. And the last one is our Global Response Directive.
Mr. President, you set the goal at 100 million vaccines.
We've been listening to President Biden give a press conference about the administration's response to COVID-19. Of course, the president's first full day in office, also taking several moments here to sign executive orders in relation to the pandemic response, addressing everything from safe workplaces to safe travel, and then much more and beyond. So again, a live press conference this afternoon with President Biden on the COVID-19 response. But Jen, we have a lot to get to locally here as well.
Absolutely. So welcome to KREM 2 News at Noon, this abbreviated version of the program. I'm Jen York alongside Laura Papetti and Jeremy Legoo.
Well, good afternoon. We made it to the afternoon. And I don't know if you can tell, but outside we got a little bit of sun peeking through the clouds. But overall, it's kind of one of those days where the clouds are dominating. You hear a big truck out there? Well, if you look to the south, you can see clouds are a lot thicker down on the southern horizon, and that's as we get a little disturbance moving by to our south. Temperatures already climbing up to freezing here in Spokane. Downtown, we're actually just slightly above that, and that's going to continue to be the case throughout the day. Temperatures climbing into the mid and upper 30s later on. Down in the Palouse, though, notice 34 in Pullman. Lewiston up to 37 now, and that's really playing a role in what's happening with this. That's snow coming down. That snow is mainly sticking into those grassy surfaces, north-facing slopes, and some of the hills around the area. Most of the roads are just wet at this time, but we are still keeping a close eye on those, especially as we head into the afternoon and get closer to that evening commute. But it does look like it tapers off, and overnight we start to see things clear out. And Friday offers sunshine for everyone. This afternoon we stay mostly cloudy right on until about this evening, so expect about the same conditions. It's going to be cloudy and you might see a couple of peaks of sun. But Laura, Jen, more sunshine tomorrow.
That will feel good. Thank you very much, Jeremy. 12:10 right now. This is just coming in new at noon today. And Jen, it is a story that continues to evolve as more information comes in. Today, the Spokane Arena is transforming into a mass vaccination site. Here at noon, we are learning some new information on when it may be up and running. Experts say it is expected to be running by next week, and this will apply to patients 65 years old and older. We do want to reiterate, this information is coming out, changing and being updated by the moment. The arena was very, very clear. They want everyone to know as that information comes in, they will continue to release and finalize several details.
So what we do know, it is expected to be indoors and not outdoors. It will also be by appointment only. Right now, they are still sorting out how the patients will sign up for that appointment, but more help is expected on the way. The Washington National Guard is expected to help facilitate with that clinic. And right now, we are working to learn how many people it will service and what vaccine will be administered, among a number of different topics. So we'll have more information coming up later today on KREM 2 News.
All right, and it is 12:11 right now. Today, Providence is holding its first COVID-19 vaccination clinic. It is important to note that every appointment, every one, is full. It is for Spokane residents who fall under Phase 1B, Tier 1, and that does include anyone over 65 and anyone over 50 who's living in a multi-generational household.
Now, if you do need help tracking down the vaccine, experts say start with your regular doctor. You can call and ask them when to get the vaccine and how to get it. Some doctors have actually already sent vaccine appointment information to their patients. Also, local pharmacies will soon be able to provide those vaccines. Patients, though, will have to check for availability online. The Washington Department of Health also revealed a phase plan finder that will help tell you when it's your turn to get the vaccine. And that can be found on the Department of Health website.
It's a lot of information to take in, so some of those sites will help guide you when you can expect to get the vaccine. 12:12 right now. Soon a new city flag will be flying high right above Spokane. Over more than 300 submissions, it's now being whittled down to the final 3. How you can have a say in the winner, that's coming up ahead.